You've been described as one of the major composers of our time. How did it all start?
I was studying to be a computer programmer, and finally, at the age of 24, I came to a point where I said to myself, okay, I've been studying this for years, and this is not going to be my life. I want to be in music. So I ended up going to college, enrolling as a jazz guitarist, and then later as a jazz composer, and that's how everything started. And then there were many detours on the way. So I started in jazz, and along the way, I became interested in film music by going through Berklee College of Music. They had a great film scoring program there. And through film music, I became interested in classical and contemporary classical music. Mm-hmm. And that's how I ended up where I am now, where I'm dividing my time between writing contemporary concert music and working in the film industry.
Who or what would you say has made the most impact in your musical career thus far?
There's a variety of people at different stages of my musical life. There were certainly everybody who has ever encouraged me, everybody who I looked up to, and fortunately at all times there were people who said, keep going, keep doing it, because I think you have talent. So I'm very indebted to these people. The one person in Los Angeles who was really like a mentor to me was Joe Harnell, who sadly passed away a couple of years ago. But he gave me my first work in town, and he was extremely encouraging. So I would say the most recent of these people would be Joe Harnell.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing this?
I would probably be in an environmental profession, one way or the other, and some kind of profession that would have to do with conservation of nature or conservation of architecture or something like that.
You've written for the LA Chamber Orchestra. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it was a wonderful experience last season, and they have a great commissioning programs where patrons chip in a certain amount of money to finance the composition, and the composition will be played at the end of each season. And the nice thing is that not only do the patrons get the feeling they're financially contributing, they also get sessions with the composers, shows and tells, where the composer gives a progress report, and where you talk to them about your composing process and tell them a little bit about yourself. And they're free to ask questions, so it's a very lively and interactive process where they get to witness basically the creation of the piece over a span of 6 months. There are 3 meetings, and some of the later meetings they also include musicians. I had in one of my meetings I had a string quartet there with the principals of the LA Chamber Orchestra, the string principals, and I had reduced the string parts that I had already written to. I had arranged them for string quartet, so we did a little rehearsal there, which was I thought was great for the patrons to witness how an ensemble rehearses. So I think it's a great way to sort of bridge the gap between the performers and the audiences. And I think that program is now in its 7th season, and it has produced some really great music, I think.
Do you have a website where people can learn more about you? Do you have downloads on there? Do you have things for sale? Or tell us about your website.
Sure, it's gernotwolfgang.com, and there is streaming audio. People can. It's mainly geared to musicians, so people can listen to the music and look at score excerpts, and there are links to places where the sheet music can be bought and where the recordings can be bought. And if people would like to access music to listen to more instantly, that would be on MySpace/Gernot Wolfgang. Okay. MySpace.com/Gernot Wolfgang. So as you know, easily the music comes up automatically.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming on Innerviewworld.com.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.